Sharonda Williams Pair Waits. Hi, how are you doing today?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet the both of you. Let me tell you something. This show gave me my entire life. I have been binging. It has made me a better person, a better friend. Okay? I know my friends have been like, why have you been calling and visiting so much? Be like, I just want to be a better friend because I appreciate our friendship now.
That's so nice. Oh, I love that.
But yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing. I think, for me being in my 30s now, I've taken for granted how important friendships are, and that we're not guaranteed to have friends or even lifelong friends who have really been on the journey with us of growing and really trying to figure out who we are. And so, what I wanted to ask the both of you, and Katherine, we can start with you first, is how has participating in this show just made you appreciate your real life friendships?
So deeply. And I think that, I always find it really fascinating that a lot of the projects, sorry, my kids just came home. My dogs are going nuts. I apologize. A lot of the projects that have come to me throughout my life have been perfectly suited to what I'm actually going through in my life at that time. And this is another one of those instances where not only was I looking for a project like this, a story like this to tell, just a really human, relatable story, but I had probably only a year or two earlier reconnected with a lot of my girlfriends from middle school and high school. We had in our like 20s kind of drifted and gone our own ways, and a lot of them got married and started families, and I went to LA and started really hustling and trying to make my career happen. And I'd say about 36 we reconnected, and I realized, my God, I have missed you so deeply. And it was such a relief to be back in that embrace of old friendship. And this story was like, well, I know how this feels. I get Tully and Kate, because I know how incredibly valuable a relationship like that is, and how it can make you a better person, and how it can help you realize when you're not being such a great person.
Yes, I mean, it's one of my favorite things about this story. When I read the script, and then I hadn't read the book, and I went and read the book right away and devoured it in a couple days. And it's it's like you said, it really reinforces just the importance of friendship. And I feel so ridiculously lucky to have a real life Tully who I met in kindergarten, and we grew up together and then ended up moving to LA together. We both loved film, and she wanted to produce and I wanted to act. And we used to make episodes of Saturday Afternoon pre-taped instead of Saturday Night Live in her living room when we were kids. And I don't think I would have made it in LA if we hadn't moved there together. LA, you get there and you don't know anyone. It's a huge city. And I think that, it was like going with family. And, it definitely, when you explore, we spent, 5 months shooting this and all the ups and downs of this friendship. It's such a beautiful love story really between these two best friends. And so I was so excited to get to be a part of it.
No, that is awesome. Look, because this show was therapy for me, because not only do we talk about the importance of friendships, but we also talk about the importance of breaking like that generational trauma. And we really see this with both of your characters about first recognizing it, but also to trying to break the mistakes that our parents, I love how they say, please don't punish, kids shouldn't be punished for their parents' mistakes, as said in the series. And that really hit me. And so I really wanted to know, for the both of you, and Sarah, we can start with you. How do you hope that this series will really help people start to learn to actually embrace and deal with the generational trauma that we might have received from our parents or friends, and really break the chains and start a new life?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you see all of the hurt and the heartbreak during Tully's upbringing. And I think Kate really sees that in her, and she really understands. And I think that's, they formed this bond over the tragedy that Tully goes through, but also Kate can see that she doesn't have the same kind of family and home and love that Kate has. So she really understands her on a deeper level. And I think that as she goes forward, you really see Tully, grow and try to forge a new life and a new path, and try to start to let people in. And I think, to have that story be shown, I think it's a really important conversation to have. When I read the scripts and as it progresses, it really does. I think it will help people reflect and look inward, and like you said, try not to repeat the mistakes, and their lives don't have to be the lives that their parents were.
Yeah, I agree. I think both of these women, I think this is a really interesting aspect of the show. That's sort of like a bit of an undercurrent there, is that both women are dealing with these sort of childhood experiences that have kind of shaped them as adults. And even, I even kind of see in Kate and Johnny's marriage, Kate's fear of becoming her mother in a way, where she gives up kind of who she is to being nothing but a wife and a mother, and make that the priority instead of including herself as a priority. And Holly, I mean, I'm very interested to see if we hopefully have a second season. Will she find a way to sort of break the emotional patterns that started at such a young age that I don't even think Totally knows she's doing it. These walls and being so mistrusting. The only real person that she is truly herself with is Kate, and she has definitely put all her eggs into one basket. She can't seem to allow vulnerability because of her childhood with Cloud. And you want to see her let some of it go so that she can have the life she deserves, and have a great love instead of pushing it away.
Well, thank you both for taking the time to speak with me. Tully is going to get it together next season. We're going to claim season 2 right now. And also, you were serving all those flashback looks as well. I wanted to give you ladies props. So I hope that you both have a great rest of your day. And thank you so much for talking with me today.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you so much.